that was his big smoking gun, or maybe he was going to try to bring Dan Saltman on or Destiny on in the hopes that I get banned, which I will, by the way. If Dan Saltman or Destiny appears on Friday when we have this conversation, if Ethan is still willing and able to do it, I will get banned. He knows that, which is precisely the reason why I assume he will try to bring them forward, just as I called this initially, just as I called what was going to take place in this conversation initially. I'm telling you right now, if he tries to, oh my God, Sam Cedar me, what a nightmare, with like a person that has been banned, I won't be able to have this conversation with him. I will have to exit out of this conversation because Twitch will absolutely ban me. I know for a fact. Okay. So, no, I already have. I've already talked to my Twitch rep. I did. Shut the f up. I did already. I know. They said, no, you will get banned. Do you understand? So, for that reason, if he tries something like that, I assume this was a two-parter, okay? This was a two-parter. I suspect that he was initially going to try to get any clip that shows Sam Cedar agreeing with him to be like, see, your ordained designated Jew agrees with me, or something along those lines, and then be like, why do you call me pro-Israel? Okay, that's what he thought he was going to be able to get. It didn't happen. So now I assume his second smoking gun is to probably bring up like Destiny or Dan Saltman in it, with the hopes that I get banned. Because if I don't back out of that conversation, I get banned. If I back out of that conversation when that happens, he will go, oh, you ran away from Destiny. You're so scared. You're just like Steven Crowder. And that's the problem. Okay?
In the pixelated coliseum of Twitch, where every stream is a high-stakes drama and every chat a Greek chorus, Hassan Piker's nervous riff on debating Ethan Klein feels less like a podcast preview and more like a Coen brothers caper. Tense, absurd, and dripping with the paranoia of a man who knows the game is rigged. Picture it, Hassan, the leftist firebrand with a megaphone and a mission, pacing the digital stage, fretting over a potential ambush by Ethan, the H3 provocateur whose knack for chaos is matched only by his knack for clout. The specter at the heart of this anxiety? Destiny, the debate bro assassin whose mere presence could trigger a Twitch ban faster than you can say terms of service. This isn't just a debate prep. It's a liberal elegy for the fractured soul of online activism, a comedic thriller where the heroes are their own worst enemies. The villains are algorithms, and the truth is a casualty of platform warfare. Let's set the stage. Hassan, with his revolutionary zeal and a wardrobe that screams, I read Chomsky but also watch anime, is the internet's resident crusader, a streamer whose rants are equal parts manifesto and meme fuel. Ethan Klein, by contrast, is the chaotic jester, a YouTube veteran whose pivot to Twitch has made him a wildcard in the culture wars, wielding his platform like a pinata stick, equal parts playful and destructive. The drama hinges on a proposed debate, a clash of titans that promises to dissect the thorny politics of Israel, Palestine, and progressive identity. But Hassan's not worried about the topic. He's worried about the trap. Specifically, Ethan's potential ploy to bring on Destiny, the banned Twitch debater whose name is a banhammer waiting to fall. It's a fear that's less about losing an argument and more about losing everything. A reminder that in the digital age, power isn't just about ideas. It's about who controls the platform. This microdrama is a cracked lens on the state of online activism. Hassan's paranoia, while tinged with the hyperbole of a man who's seen too many X-pylons, reflects a deeper truth. The left's fight for justice is perpetually vulnerable to sabotage, whether from bad-faith actors or the faceless algorithms that govern our digital lives. The specter of a Twitch ban isn't just a personal threat. It's a symbol of the precarity of progressive voices in a world where platforms hold the whip hand, enforcing rules that often feel arbitrary yet carry existential weight. The liberal heart aches at this because it sees in Hassan's predicament a broader struggle, a movement that's forced to fight on enemy terrain, where one wrong move can silence a voice that millions rely on. Ethan's potential gambit to invite a banned figure like Destiny is less a debate tactic and more a power play, a reminder that the internet rewards chaos over clarity. But let's not get too dour. This is Hassan after all, and his delivery is pure internet theater, a caffeinated blend of panic, prophecy, and punchlines. His riff on Ethan's hypothetical schemes, from weaponizing clips of progressive allies to springing destiny like a trap card, is hilariously overwrought, a paranoid fantasy that plays like a Reddit thread come to life. The image of Hassan fleeing the stream to avoid a ban, only to be branded a crowder by Ethan's gleeful taunts, is peak Twitch absurdity, a reminder that the platform's drama is as much about performance as it is about principle. Hassan's laughter, his exasperated, I know for a fact, pleas to his audience, is the sound of a man who's seen the script and hates the ending. He's not just prepping for a debate. He's starring in a one-man show, a digital Don Quixote tilting at windmills that might actually crush him. This saga plays like a mashup of The Social Network and No Country for Old Men. Hassan is the idealistic hacker, building a movement in a world that's rigged against him, while Ethan is the chaotic wildcard, tossing grenades with a grin. Destiny, lurking in the wings, is the specter of doom, a force whose absence is as menacing as his presence. The Twitch ban is the MacGuffin, a shadowy threat that drives the plot but reveals more about the characters than the outcome itself. And the audience? We're the voyeurs, scrolling through X, chuckling at Hassan's panic while grappling with the sinking feeling that this circus is bigger than any one stream. It's a film that's equal parts farce and tragedy, a satire that leaves you questioning whether to cheer for the hero or mourn the game. From a liberal vantage point, Hassan's fear is both a personal crisis and a political parable. His reluctance to debate, born of Twitch's draconian rules, reflects the broader challenge of advocating for radical change in a system that punishes dissent. The liberal soul knows this struggle intimately. Every protest, every hashtag, every viral moment carries the risk of backlash, censorship, or worse. Hassan's suspicion that Ethan might exploit this vulnerability, using destiny as a weapon, speaks to a deeper betrayal. A failure of solidarity among progressives, a willingness to sacrifice allies for clout. Yet the liberal lens also sees the humor in Hassan's predicament, the absurdity of a world where a debate about global justice could hinge on a banned streamer's cameo. It's a paradox that plays like a plot twist in a Sorkin drama. The hero's greatest strength, his platform, is also his greatest weakness. Still, let's not pretend Hassan is here to deliver a dirge. His rant is a performance, a high-wire act of wit and worry. His speculation about Ethan's motives, from digging up old clips to orchestrating a ban-worthy ambush, is a masterclass in shade, a reminder that the internet's great gift is its ability to turn paranoia into content. The mention of Sam Seder, a progressive stalwart who might be weaponized against him, is a deliciously petty jab, implying that Ethan's strategy is less about truth and more about theater. Hassan's exasperated pleas to his Twitch rep, his certainty of a ban, are the internet equivalent of a stand-up comic riffing on a bad gig of funny because it's relatable, tragic because it's real. He's not just roasting Ethan. He's exposing the absurdity of a world where ideas are at the mercy of algorithms and egos. This feels like the second act of a sprawling thriller where the hero realizes the trap is closing in. Hassan is the protagonist, flawed but fiery, while Ethan is the enigmatic rival, playing chess while Hassan's stuck at checkers. Destiny is the ghost in the machine, a threat that looms larger in absence than in presence. The Twitch ban is the ticking bomb, a plot device that raises the stakes to existential levels. The audience is left to grapple with the moral ambiguity. Will Hassan risk it all for the debate, or will he retreat, preserving his platform but ceding the narrative? It's a question that hangs over every frame, a tension that makes Hassan's rant both infuriating and irresistible.